Been busy today removing stuff from the 2024 Toyota Tacoma. It is ready to go. I'll explain that in a couple minutes, but real quick, up here on the lift is kind of the graveyard or used store, I guess, of all the parts that I've removed. And first of all, no, I'm not looking to sell anything. I just wanted to show you guys that's where everything went that I took off of the truck. You can see the skid plates. There's a catalytic converter shield there, the tonneau cover, various other parts and things. And then, of course, under the hood. And now I have to lift this myself because I did remove the struts that were on there. They're gone, so we're back to the handle there. The aux beam unit is gone. You can see over there it's been removed, and I did fill the holes on top of the fuse box cover for the next person. Looking at the front here, sorry for the bang, the lights are gone in the front. Down here in the front as well, the tow hooks and things are also gone. The tires and the wheels are still on. What I'm going to do is swap those out. Of course, I don't have the side steps. I removed, or rather put the red covers back on the mirrors. I took off the door handle covers. These were a bear, by the way. These things, once you put them on, they are not meant to be taken off, let me tell you. Even harder to get off than decals were. Maybe not that decal on the back of the bed. On the inside, there really wasn't much in here. Of course, the aux beam unit was double-sided taped here. Love that. No evidence that it was ever there. The phone holder is still there. That's a clamp on. It'll be removed. And of course, the floor mats, those will be coming with me to the next truck. Let's take a quick look around the back. The tonneau cover is gone. The floor mat is still, or bed mat is still in there, but that, of course, is going to be leaving as well. All of the tie downs and things that I had in here, the Charvona, very expensive, very high quality stuff. It is also gone. It's going to be coming with me. On the back, I removed the D-ring brackets or holders. They were on the sides. They're gone. That extra third brake light as well as reverse light is also gone. So basically, the truck is now stock. With the exception of the window tint, not something I can take off, the wheels and tires, which will go, and then I was going to take off the mirrors that I have here, but they cost like next to nothing, and honestly, I just didn't want to screw with them, so they're going to stay on the truck as well. Hopefully the next owner appreciates it. So let's go for a ride, and I'll tell you what the heck it is that I'm doing. All right, so what am I doing? If you've watched some of the previous videos, then you probably already know, but I'm going to be a little bit more specific now because I know what I'm doing now. First of all, let me tell you, taking all the mods and stuff, even though there really weren't a ton on this truck yet, it took me about 6 hours to remove everything. Now, I will say that was probably about half as long as it would have taken me to put everything on, because it's much quicker when you're removing things. But anyway, what am I doing? Well, I'm going to trade the truck off. I mentioned in another video that I feel that in order to be more relatable to the audience, you guys, I do need to have a 4x4. Now, it was a mistake not getting a 4x4 from the beginning for that reason. This all stemmed from a comment from somebody on the channel, and I happen to agree with them. They said the same thing, that it's not about you having a two-wheel drive. It's about not being relatable to the people that are interested in the Tacomas, because a majority, and of course not everybody, but a majority of the people that watch are interested in a 4x4. I happen to agree with that. So what am I looking for? I'm not looking to just trade the truck out for a 4x4, right? That would be kind of crazy in my opinion. I'm going to go with a different trim. I'm going to go with a TRD off-road this time. I'm going to do that because I want to experience what the off-road trim has to offer beyond just the Sport, which of course I have now. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, I am driving a 2024 TRD Sport. And please click that subscribe button if you wouldn't mind. So anyway, we're going to go with the TRD off-road. Now, there's a couple other things I want. One, I mentioned a 4x4. That's a must. I won't get another 4x2. I probably never will get another 4x2, and there's nothing wrong with them. I still believe that if you don't need them, there's no reason to get one that's not a 4x2, right? Just so happens for me, I happen to agree with that commenter I mentioned that I do need one. And who knows, maybe this will kick me a little to maybe get it a little bit dirty. We'll see. I'm not opposed. Now, secondly, I want the big screen. I want the big screen infotainment system. You know, I love technology and stuff, and of course, I got the smaller screen in this truck, and I did that really because it was slim pickings when I was looking to get this truck. I bought it as soon as I could get it in my area. And that wasn't until about, I think it was March, it might have been May, I think it was March of this year. So now it seems that Toyota is supplying maybe about half of them or so with that bigger screen. Of course, that means you have to go up in trim level and you're going to spend more money. From what I've seen, and I've asked people and I've done some research myself, doesn't seem you could get an SR5 with that bigger infotainment screen, which is what I would do, quite honestly, if I could, because as you know, I like to build the truck the way that I want it myself, even when that involves taking things that are TRD off. But anyway, I couldn't find one with a big screen, an SR5, or I haven't seen any, so it's my understanding you can't get it. You have to move up to a TRD or higher trim level, and then that bumps up the sticker. MSRP for what I'm looking at, and it's kind of a lower level, I think, is around $48,000. So still below that $50,000 mark, of course. I'm not going to spend over 50 grand. Honestly, if I couldn't find one out the door, all said and done, and I don't want to be anywhere close to 50,000, I would keep what I have. I simply don't believe that a Toyota Tacoma is worth $50,000 plus for me. Of course, that's an individual like or dislike, I guess. If you think it is, then it's your money. You do what you want. But I don't believe that. So anyway, got to go up to a TRD. It's going to be a TRD off-road. Color-wise, there's really three, I think, that I would, maybe four that I would choose from. Nah, really three. Those being white. I've never had a white truck. Might be kind of interesting to mess with that. Blue Crush. I'm a big blue fan. Although, the Blue Crush isn't one of my favorites. My favorite was the Voodoo Blue. But I do like it anyway. And then, of course, the Bronze Oxide. I think that's a pretty sharp color for the Tacoma. Some argue that that's the best color for the Tacoma. I don't know if I agree with that. Otherwise, that's it. I don't want black. Love black, but I don't want black. I don't want silver. I don't want gray, either in underground or really silver. I kind of consider them both to be gray. And I really don't want another supersonic red. Oh, the other one I was trying to think of, it just crossed my mind, is Solar Octane. I would do that in a TRD off-road as well. I love that color. I think it's a striking color, and that's one that I would also be interested in. So anyway, that's the scoop. That's what's going on. This truck, this 24 Tacoma is ready to go. Now it's just a matter of finding somebody that'll call me back and find a deal that I want. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of what I'm doing. I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.